Hello, Eagles families. Wayne Granger here with a very special guest today.
Hello, Eagles. This is Dr. Robin Green, and I am excited to be here with Mr. Granger as we discuss a new program that we are launching this spring. This new program was born out of the Reimagine report that was conducted last year. And in that report, we found that we had an opportunity to grow trust and to build our culture across our community. Specifically, one of the recommendations was that we look at having interactive community and stakeholder engagement. And that's where Stargate Community U comes in.
Stargate Community U is going to be an opportunity for us as a community to get together for connection and learning and service. And we're going to give you some very quick ideas about what that looks like, as we're going to be needing some help down the road as well. In the connection, if you remember a couple months ago, we sent out some surveys asking what types of events you liked as families that helped you feel connected to our Stargate community. Things came out were like movie nights, summer play dates, and some parent groups, and we're going to be looking at those options.
In some of the surveys that you filled out, and even in our coffee chats, we've discussed some of the learning that you'd like to have. So we've heard about things such as Gifted Learners 101 or just some gifted parenting hacks. How do we deal and how do we support one another? How do we build our village? How to support social emotional needs of gifted learners, and especially as we're going through our testing season, how do we manage perfectionism, which is a really hot topic right now. Sometimes that perfectionism is even in us as adults.
And even going outside of the classroom, we're looking at things where I've already made connections with Premier Members Credit Union, that they've got some personal finance options for us, because I know that's sometimes of interest. And then I'll be bringing a lot of the information I have with my Maxwell Leadership certification to come forward with some leadership development and personal growth opportunities.
In addition to this, we're also going to talk about service. Remember that piece from the Reimagine report was grounded in interactive projects and community engagement. And so with service, we're looking at community service projects, specific campus programs, and volunteerism.
So the first step we're going to take to get this kicked off is that I'm going to be bringing some of my Maxwell leadership experience to the table, and bringing a personal growth class in a few weeks. I'm going to give you some details here in a minute. I'd like to just point out what the difference is between accidental growth and intentional growth. The couple I want to really point out, accidental growth says we'll start tomorrow, where intentional growth insists I'm going to start today. Accidental growth depends on good luck, whereas intentional growth relies on hard work. So what this is going to look like is on Tuesday, April 16th from 6 to 7 p.m. here in the secondary building at the Secondary Media Center. I'm going to be offering a class in the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. It's going to be a 1-hour class about personal growth using the Maxwell Leadership and portions of this book. This QR code here you can scan to RSVP for that class. Again, this is totally free, and we will have some very light snacks and refreshments.
The other topic that we are going to talk about this spring is perfectionism in gifted learners. I've heard a lot from our community members about really understanding perfectionism. So we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly sides of perfectionism. This particular class is more like a workshop. I want you to walk away with tools to help your child, and maybe even you, manage your perfectionism. Then we're also going to talk about tips and tricks to help them in school and how to work with our teachers around perfectionism. So just like the QR code before, this QR code is specifically for perfectionism in gifted learners. We will have that class on Tuesday, April 30th from 6 to 7 p.m. Again, we'll be in the Secondary Media Center, and we'll have light refreshments provided. If you need interpretation, please let us know. We'll make sure that we have that as part of our link.
And as I said before, we're going to need your help. We know we've got a lot more talent and great things out there in our community. And part of Stargate Community U is by tapping into those resources and having these partners. So if you're a service provider and you're interested in donating your time or services, scan this QR code and it will let us know what types of services you can, and we'll be back in touch, because we know this community is far beyond what Robin and I can bring. We have an amazing community of Eagles out here that we know are going to be great for kids. Have a great spring break.
Have a great spring break, everyone.